Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Madden Gaming, and I am back with another reaction video. In today's reaction video, let me make sure I pull it up for you guys. Steelers signed USFL D tackle Doug Coston. So congratulations to him. And let's just see what this is about. I don't know much about him. I've been trying to look up highlights, but I haven't found any. So if you know any, just let me know. Send them in my Instagram or leave them in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe before you get into this video. Without further ado, let's hop into it.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have signed USFL defensive tackle Doug Coston to a one-year deal. Coston played with the Birmingham Stallions this past spring, made a name for himself, and truthfully, that 90th roster spot that the Steelers had to fill before training camp is in a much better spot. They had 89 men after Daniel Archibong announced his retirement a little bit after minicamp. I think Archibong kind of saw what was in front of him. Last year he had an opportunity to play because of limited depth, a bunch of injuries, an old defensive line, a lot of question marks. This year the Steelers bolstered that defensive line. They said, hey, we're not going to let that happen again. Archibong saw that and said, there's a lot of people in front of me before I get an opportunity to showcase myself again in 2022. Chances are I should just take the heat off of my body and move on. And that's all speculation. That's what I would believe Archibong was thinking when he announced his retirement. Coston is definitely an upgrade. He's played 9 games in his NFL career as an undrafted rookie for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He recorded 32 tackles. I believe 13 of them were by himself. You can say what you want. Yeah, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's a defensive tackle. He never really stuck anywhere else. He's still an upgrade. He's still an upgrade for that 90th spot, really a roster spot that you're not really expecting much out of. The Steelers have a pretty deep defensive line right now. They have guys like Henry Mondu, the Davis brothers. There are people that are going to compete just for one final possible roster spot. Coston is now a guy who's going to be in that mix. I don't think Archibong was. However, now that you put a guy with NFL experience in there after he tried out for the team, after he played a spring in the USFL, so he's got experience behind him, you bring in a guy that maybe surprises some people. Maybe doesn't, but maybe does. And I think that's what the Steelers were looking for here with their 90th man. Is it a splash signing? No. Is it anything to take note of? Not really. It's really just a, hey, this guy, he's got something, and maybe that something turns into something more now that he's here in Latrobe. It's going to be an adjustment period. He's got a long way to climb up the list before he's even considered for a roster spot, but Doug Coston's got some NFL experience, a little bit more than most guys on this team right now, and he's a guy that could come in here and say, hey, I don't have to shake off any rust because I just played this spring. Maybe I'm ready to go. It's not a bad move for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's a good way to fill that defensive line depth after losing Daniel Archibong. They'll move forward, and we'll see what Coston brings come Latrobe next week.
Okay, let me give my thoughts. Well, another great look for the USFL, in my opinion. I don't really know the guy, but I think this is a solid one for the Steelers and great for the USFL. Like he mentioned in the video, he doesn't have to shake off the rust because he was already playing spring football. So he's already got an edge against a lot of guys. Even some of the rookies that's coming in, he got a little bit of an edge because the rookies are working out, but they're not actually in a game, an actual game. Is very different from just doing your one-on-one workouts. So overall, I think this is just good for the USFL. Another big win for them. Shout out to, what's his name? Let me see his name again. I'm sorry. Shout out to Doug Coston, man. Congratulations, big ups to you. Hopefully you take this opportunity and run with it. Thanks for watching, you guys. I am out, and I will see you guys in the next one.